G'day and welcome back to our Austria-Hungary campaign in Hearts of Iron 4. So we've split off another little army. And yeah, we're at war with the US. They're going to come down to Estonia. We'll take them because they don't have many troops. And sure, why not get guys off this front line. So with the Americans in, we still have more fielded manpower than them. Well, that's promising for a little while. The naval invasion of the Eastern Balkans, I don't know if that'll actually progress or not. We got guys going down there just in case. And up here, Philippines have joined the Allies. Okay. Up here, we have nobody still on the move, and that is a pretty nasty river crossing, I imagine. So, they can stand there for a bit. Well, not really. What if we grab these guys to come off? We'll assign them down here, and just try and get this green again. The rest of it's pretty close, so we just got to find the right number of troops to have there. Alright, and these 10 divisions, we push through them. And through these guys at the same time. Help out with getting through there. British Malaya is capitulated. Okay, and research into the advanced CAS is done. So I was thinking we might go do some tactical bombers to help us with the POMs. Air Doctrine, probably good. Land Doctrine would probably be even better. 29 days until the next one. Okay. I think we'll start researching submarines, because we're going to need them eventually. Air Wings with no mission assigned. Right, I did put the 2 guys in. They're going to go to northern Sweden to help out. And that's going to be a loss. So we've got twice as many guys here as we can handle. This lot are coming from a separate zone though, so we'll try and keep throwing them onto it. So we got these 10 coming in. They should be able to push through. Okay. And here at the moment, stopping there. Let's try and get them somewhere behind the lines. Alright, see little bits of green. Just they're well supplied and we have nothing is the problem. Alright, well, when are we going to kill those 3 guys? It's still all that they have. Push on them 9th of September, so week and a half. We only want to do it from our territory, not from the Germans. I assume we'll be able to actually get through there before the Germans will. We set a spearhead to go directly there with the cav. See how well that works. Alright, we need to be able to get further into this supply zone. Well, these guys are looking promising, I guess. Keep them coming down the coast. If we can grab that air base, that'd be a very good start. And get half of them down there. Okay, that went poorly. Need to defend that before he gets back across the river. Alright, all good to go on Harju. So, declare war. Potential enemies are Free France and Sweden. Sweden's guaranteeing them. Well done. We don't have to call our allies, but let's do it anyway. Estonia joins the allies, so everything gets merged. Hopefully Germany suffer the brunt of the American invasion when that comes. They'll usually go down to Italy anyway. We need to pick a right time to declare war on Germany. Naval warfare. Reform or restoration? Restoration would be big ships. Reform would be little ships. Plus carriers. Alright, let's just go reform. Trade interdiction and base strike doctrine. Base strike sounds good for us. And are these guys still coming through? They are. It's just incredibly slow work for them. And we're up to a yellow zone. Just need to grab these. And free military factories, I would say that we need to get started building CAS 3. Actually, I need to do this properly, don't we? Fighter 2s, CAS 1s become CAS 3, 3, 3, and 3. Knock out a crazy number of them. Where was that airbase? Is that... Can't tell if that's the one we already have. We only put 200 planes there though, so I guess it's not really worth it. Although, these guys down here can't reach anything at the moment. How do you tell which one it is with the lower range? Let's just grab... Where are we? Range 700. Well, I assume it would be them. Let's grab all of these and put them in here, attacking northern Sweden. Sounds good. They're up there as well. Okay. That should help out, I imagine. Now, these guys are in a bad zone. If we can get them cutting off these guys, attack them from both sides, encircle them. These guys are still moving down. Everything else there's okay. These guys need to take these. Need more of that zone. That's not going to work. And should probably check on Estonia. As soon as we get through that first battle, their country will be ours. Unless Germany gets there first. And Grand Assault Doctrine is done. Breakthrough plus 10%. Awesome. So, assault or infiltration is the next question. Leg infantry or the other guys. I'd say we're going to go for infiltration. And then 36 days till the next research is done. Alright, are we defending against any problems down here now? Looks like we've got most of the coastline that we think that we might need to worry about. Alright, they're 99. Everything up here is a lot worse. Yellow zone all through. Alright, just punch straight into that. These guys are doing the brunt of it with the river crossing. It's not the best way to go about it. And they're marching in, but there's already somebody else doing that. So let's grab all of these guys. I'm going to make a mad dash for Trondheim. Half of them will. The other half will go Nordland. Double the men there that we can handle. Alright, coming into the mountains. Nothing much happening there. Leave some behind to get some other guys pushing in. That's not going well. And he wants to leave that zone, does he? Well, let's see about him leaving that a little faster than he'd like. No aggression from Turkey we can't do, because we want to attack them later. Get through to the Levant. And we're going to tell somebody here to follow the coastline. Go curly ways to take a lot of their stuff. And the US is in with, what, 100 divisions. Estonia's capitulated. That is good news. Alright, we get so many guns from them. And we now have this army with nothing to do. Oh, the Germans are pushing up. Forgot they would be doing that. That's okay. That'll help us out anyway. I wouldn't mind setting these guys up to start preparing a naval invasion from... Where do you want to go from? Dunkirk? Cherbourg. I usually like invading here. So let's go from this invasion source to this destination province with a move to take this region afterwards. We'll set them to go, but they never will until we get a big old fleet over there. Enemy ships 16. At least need an air force over there to help. And we're going to need guys taking these bits and pieces. Alright. So, Germany's going to force his capitulation before we can break through his line over here. Guess that's alright. Lithuania, like they might last a while. No Comintern to do anything with them. Alright, we would love to get down to Oslo first. Bit hard to see where the border is. It's there at the moment. Does look like Germany on both sides. And modification of government. What do we have left? Air combat training or armor. Neither of them matter. Tank designer. I mean, we'll want tanks eventually. Chief of Navy would give us that. Good enough. Spend it on something. I think we've broken their back in the north. Can't see much holding us back here at the moment. So, let's try and do some choke points here. Yeah, didn't think that one was likely to work. Keep throwing men at it across the river though. And yes, all of these guys can just push them back. Need more of the supply zone. And they're making a nice dash. If they do make it there, yeah, Germany's taken Oslo. So we need to get over to Bergen. Want to capitulate to us. Check what they're on. Sweden is going to be gone soon. Norway, going to take a bit longer. Because he doesn't have as many cities and victory points to take. Alright, looks like we're taking all of these. Are we getting across there? We are. Within 1 hour. There we go. Cut them off. With everybody in the same zone though. It's not a good position. Looks like we won't be able to get too far further down there, although maybe. Should be a lot of guys heading in. Apparently only a few. Make sure these guys know they have to die. Keep moving in here. Alright, that's a bit rough there. So if we slow them down, we can come in behind, maybe even get a bit of an encirclement really quickly, especially if we go through this way. There's no other cities there, but let's head downwards. Kapellin Falun. Okay, that was naval bombers. Next naval bomber. Somebody is going in there. It's all good. Red supply zone. Almost get our German supplies through here. Gonna sit in Trondheim for a second. Sweden is very close to capitulation. Dangerous naval invasion in eastern Siberia. Really? Well, there's no way that we're going over there to do anything. It's going to be the Americans. We'll let the Japanese deal with them. And we do just need to take land from these guys. Alright, they're moving out. They're moving through Norway. Already got some guys down to Trondheim. Germany trying to cut us off. Heading through to Bergen still, so that should be all good. Once Bergen falls, I think Norway hopefully will capitulate. Then we need to get Sweden to capitulate. It's just a matter of taking random little slightly worthless provinces. Also be good to stop them getting away. Alright, hold them back while these guys come through. And who is going to go there? This guy. This guy, I'll wait for him to leave. Taking 5 days. We'll come down here then. Get the guys down the coast. And they were on 12% before. 10%. There we go. Sweden have capitulated. Still have bits and pieces for us to take care of, but the Germans should be down there as well. Then we just need Norway's capitulation. 22, so definitely have to take Bergen. And we'll give these guys something else to hit once all their other ones fall apart. Alright, that's your very messy order. Alright, how are we looking? They've still lost more than us. We still have more manpower in the field than them. Of course, now the US is in, we need the UK, the Raj, and the US to capitulate. Ooh, better weaponry. Yeah, a little bit ahead of time. Next up, anti-tank. And over in our production, we need to fix up these for infantry equipment 3, and that'll do us till the end of the game. And if we get any more factories, we need more infantry equipment 3. Alright, southern Norway naval invasion. Possibly. We actually have over here. Get them mopping up a little bit. You attack in there. These guys are coming in here. And these guys come down. Reform is done. Let's go submarines. Alright, they've got no supply in there, so we should be able to just walk through and take their territory. These guys will get coming through here. Come around this way. These guys come through the other part. Bergen is taken. What are we looking for? Norway. About to capitulate. Germans are taking the last little bits and then he'll be gone. It's the German Reich. Looking a bit rough. Alright, nothing's over there yet. Norway has capitulated, so we get a few more guns. And we're still some Swedish holds out. Germany's heading into that one. We want to get into this one. And we're already getting most of them. Okay, and once they're done with that, they can come over to the Swiss line, maybe. No. We'd have to worry about the Germans first. There's really no time to go to war with Germany. Non-aggression pact from Spain. No and no. Convoys are still increasing. Want to make sure we've got enough for the later part of the game. So, Norway, Finland... Alright, we have people going in there. There's no other little allied bits, just a little bit of access there. Alright, so we're going to want to grab all of our planes. I think it would be a terrible idea to put them over here. We don't have access through Germany. We have access for our men. Can we just not use their planes? Their airfields? Don't know. Alright, can we license tactical bombers or anything? Fighter 2, tactical bombers 1, strategic bombers 1. Alright, what about naval equipment? Wouldn't mind some decent submarines. Submarine 3. They will not accept because tech difference is huge. Strategic reasons to be allied don't outweigh it. German opinion is too low. If we improve relations, might be able to license that. Okay. So these guys were preparing a naval invasion. At the moment, they say no. We lack sufficient intel in the English Channel. That will always be the case. Until we can build naval bombers. So, let's go take a look at what we're actually doing over here. Still making military factories, which is good. Planes. Making a lot of Kaz, making a lot of fighters. 3 for fighters, 3 for Kaz. When we get the chance, this is going to be a naval bomber run. Naval bombers will boost to the top now, so they can get started. And naval bombers, we've got 81 days till the next. A lot of available planes in reserve, apparently. Alright, did we actually move our planes anywhere? We did not. So let's grab all of these. Put them in the Alps. We will do that. And we'll do a little airbase production in here. That is going to be top priority just for a bit. Okay. Now, did we have resistance sorted out in Sweden? No. Finland, Sweden, Norway. And apparently not Estonia. Okay. Airwings with no missions assigned because they can't reach that far. If we grab everybody in here, we're going to want them to do... Can't reach the English Channel. Asia Minor. Do we want to do Turkey? Then head through Africa. I don't think we want to touch that yet. Let's go do some training in the Alps. Alright, what are they actually at? Only 54 over. Okay. Well, our men are coming down onto the German border. I don't think we would want to attack Germany. It's got 200 divisions. We've got less. I mean, we could attack him there and here. There's also the Italians we'd have to think about, and the Spanish and the French. Yeah, they'd massively outnumber us still. So it is going to be a wait for the US to come over and do something to Germany before we could attack them. Otherwise, we need to wait until we can do the naval invasion of the UK. Which is going to be all about knocking people out of here. Getting planes in and destroying some of their ships. But we'll take a short break here. So thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And hope to see you again soon. See you later.